Hey, we're live.
Awesome.
All right. Welcome everybody. This is CJ Miller from the Amish Potato. I'm Silas from Green Hubs. Today we're just going to talk. If people want to ask any questions, go ahead. So recently, we've been hearing about incidents with kidnappings from the Amish. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. Basically, what happens is an Amish family who is Amish
Mm-hmm.
leave. A lot of times they'll find Christ. They'll find the truth of what Scripture says, the true gospel. Um, they'll start reading the Bible too much, and then they'll decide, well, the Amish isn't. It's not lining up to Scripture, so they end up leaving. Well, the Amish view this as that they're going crazy, that they've found another belief, they've been deceived. So they'll try to grab the kids. So they'll try to keep the kids Amish so the kids don't end up in hell, end up being deceived and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they literally, some of these stricter communities, they literally keep the kids um, against the parents' will, and officers, sometimes sheriff's departments have to step in and get the kids back. So
Well,
yeah,
I'm glad they can do something about it.
what's that?
Um, I'm glad that the sheriff or whoever can intervene, and yeah, they don't have total control.
Yeah. There's
Um,
sometimes they can.
yeah,
Other times sheriff's departments they don't know how to handle the Amish, so they just kind of step back and don't do anything, which is unfortunate. But that's kind of what we were trying to
yeah,
do, bring
yeah.
awareness to that, so that that
And
can be kept.
you said it was the same community that did the beard cuttings.
Well, that would be one. The beard cutting community in Berkholtz, Ohio. I can't remember what the town name is, but they are a separate, a completely like they are a really odd Amish community. They are, I think, in line with what Warren Jeffs is doing out in Arizona, Colorado,
Okay.
Utah, where that little community was. They're just really, really cultish and mind. Uh,
Mm,
they're yeah,
yeah. I mean,
but
they all are. Some are
yeah,
worse than others.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one is just much worse. But yeah, no, most of them are just the stricter, like the community I come from. I had never heard of any of the kidnapping going on, but a lot of the stricter ones, they will. Yeah, I've heard of that
Yeah.
quite a bit.
So, is salary special for Amish weddings?
Celery,
Yeah.
not that I know, not in our community.
No.
Maybe in others. I'm not familiar with
Yeah.
the other ones.
I was watching a video, and there's this guy saying that I think it was either a sports and troop or something. Whenever the son was getting married, that they would plan a whole bunch of salary. Um,
Huh.
it was kind of weird. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
that's a might just be a big ingredient in a lot of the food, like the dressings they serve. I don't know.
yeah. So, just because I have to ask, uh, what do what do the Amish think about Sasquatch?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know that they've been. I don't know if I've heard anybody talk about them. Um, my uncle. It's funny that you asked. In the wedding, my sister just recently got married, and my uncle stopped me. He's no longer Amish. He used to be Amish for a while, but he said he's looking into it, and he's not
Mm-hmm.
sure what he thinks about it. Like, you ask me
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
think, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't even begun down that. I haven't even gone down that rabbit hole. So
yeah.
too many other things I was looking into.
You're still on the flat Earth thing.
No. Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
I'm still looking into it. I've seen enough now, but um, yeah, I don't need to look into it a whole lot more. I still find it interesting. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Trying to convince my brothers now.
You
It's
still think
hard.
it's flat?
Yeah, it's not round. I'm pretty convinced of that. It's definitely not a spinning ball.
Well, maybe it's a square.
Yeah, I don't
Compromise.
think it's a square either. I don't know. Water lays flat. That's very problematic. So
Yeah.
whatever it is after that, I don't know. I found it very
Another.
interesting today. I was looking through Genesis 1.
Uh huh.
Um, like where does light come from? Would you say that comes from the sun?
Technically, I mean, originally it came from God, right? So, but
I
yeah,
know
it
it's
does
not
come from the Son.
like we go to school and we would think the way they teach us in school that daylight comes from the sun, but when you read Genesis, God made the light
Mm-hmm.
and made it, night and day, and then he made the firmament, and then he separated the waters from land, and then he made the sun and the moon. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't. Yeah, beside that.
Yeah, you don't want to get into that.
I never noticed that before until the day I was reading it. Like, huh. So
Hmm.
yeah, there's definitely light before sun.
All right. So when a couple gets married, do they live with the parents for a while?
Not typically, not around here anyway. The only reason they would is if they don't have a place to stay, if they still have to buy a place or rent a place. Around here, usually they'll have a place rented, or they will have already the guy will already own a place.
Uh-huh.
A lot of single guys
Okay.
around here own land.
So do they typically do a courtship that's biblically accurate? Would you say?
Um, no, I can tell you no. I'm not sure what courtship looks like biblically, to be honest. I don't even know what that is. Maybe you can
Um, well, basically, what the Bible was saying is um, they'll court for a while, and while they're courting, the man's away building a house. And whenever he's done, or I guess the father would say, you can go and get your wife now, or something like that.
Yeah,
Whenever
yeah.
he's done building.
So yeah, I think you're right. Like Joseph and Mary, Joseph would have asked, or they would have been betrothed, right, or whatever, and he would have gone home and prepared a place for her, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but yeah. No, they don't. Maybe a little. I don't know. Like they'll date each other for a few years usually, and then get engaged, and then get married.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then usually at that point, the guy has a house or land, or
Okay.
is working on it, or has somewhere to rent to live. But yeah, the dating
So would
thing
they?
is not biblical, I don't think.
Yeah. Would they rent from somebody that's non-Amish?
Sometimes, yep. If it as The problem with that is it has to have a barn, so because of horses. If the non-Amish place has a barn for horses, then they'll rent. Yep.
Okay.
And if they're renting, they're allowed to have electricity, but not yeah.
That
But
does not
once
make
they
sense.
yeah. No.
So, so a while back we were talking about how we want to sort of build our own community. Are you still planning on finding a Christian doctor?
Oh, I would love to. I just don't know where.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm sure they're out there, but even Christian doctors, doctors typically they just memorize what they were taught in school.
Yeah.
Finding a doctor that does his own research, even if it's bent against what he was taught, just trying to find um, the truth. That's what I want to find. I just don't know where to find them.
Yeah. Okay, so I probably asked you this before. Do the people you work with, did they know about your YouTube channel?
That's a good question.
Oh,
I
you
don't know. I don't know. I got a comment on my RV video that I did.
Mm-hmm.
I got Jonas Miller commented. Jonai Miller commented on saying it's accurate. And that is my boss's name. My plant manager's name is Jonai Miller. So I don't know if he hasn't said anything yet. Nobody else has ever said anything. So I don't know if they do know. It was funny when I went looking for the job, they showed me the job, what I'd be doing. And the kid that I was replacing, it was an Amish kid, a youth. He was heading out west for a few months just to vacation.
Mm-hmm.
He freaked out because like I walk in there to replace him, and he's like, "I know you." I'm like, yeah. And then he like, so I don't know if he told the other people or not. They haven't said a word, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And I thought about,
Well,
it kind of seems like I'm living two lives. Like I'm hiding
yeah.
it from them, but I'm not. I
Well,
just
I mean,
don't.
I guess it's a good thing that they're seeing it, right? Because now they're being witnessed to.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah. Eli Yoder said he had something similar happen, where there were Amish kids in a van, and he was talking to a bishop or somebody, and they're looking through the window like, "Look at that!"
I think I remember that one. Like, oh my gosh, Dad's talking to Eli. Yeah.
And that's what Eli was talking about. He was saying that you need to stop making these videos because my kids are watching them and it's causing all kinds of problems.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I try to do the good and the bad. So hopefully, even if they do watch him, they're like, oh, well, at least he's honest. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
So do you think you'll ever do YouTube full time?
I don't know. Some things would have to change. It takes so many views to make enough money to make a go of it. I was speaking to a successful YouTuber living on a dime, who was saying that most YouTubers have they sell products or something. So I might look into that because I don't think YouTube will ever support us full time. But yeah, so I might see if I can't sell some Amish made products or something like that. Get a website. I still don't have the membership turned on my channel. I don't know if I will or not. I still don't even have a camera. So still using the old trusty iPhone.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I cutting out at all?
Sometimes it gets a little fuzzy, but I don't know if
Okay.
that's.
Well, yeah, you're cutting out a little bit. So most of what you just said, I didn't really hear.
Oh, okay. How about you want me to repeat it?
Looks like it happened again.
Uh-oh. I should.
It looks good now. I don't know why
Okay.
it's doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever have. I don't know if I'll ever get enough views for a YouTube channel to do it full time.
Yeah.
But I might start selling products and see if that
How
helps.
many subscribers are you at right now?
I think it's like 28,000.
28,000.
But it's the views that
Awesome.
matter. So like I had one video where I got like 700,000 views in a month and a half, which paid a lot more, but it's diving again. So, and it's just clickbaity. You got to keep people to click on it, and it's hard to do. There's so many YouTubers out there, trying to fight for everybody's attention.
Yeah. Well, I mean, clickbait's good as long as it's honest.
I know that's the hard part, though. Like it's hard. That's the hardest thing about YouTube is coming up with the titles.
Yeah. Wrangler Star does a lot of clickbait. It's it gets a little bit annoying because he'll do a video and then he only mentions what the title's about for just a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. And unfortunately, I think that's kind of what you have to do to make it. Unfortunately, because otherwise you're just not going to get the views, and then all the time you spent on shooting and editing videos, you're making like 50 cents an hour, $1 an hour if you're lucky, and it's just when you have a family, you got to weigh those things out. Like, is it worth it or not? I've been doing it for like 2 years now, and it hasn't been worth it financially. But I always hope that maybe someday I'll make more money, and then I can. This 2 years of struggling will be worth it. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, definitely start making shirts or something. Hats, maybe.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, and then I don't know if a lot of people are interested in genuine Amish made stuff, so I thought about doing that too, like soap or some cookbooks or something. But yeah, we're discussing it. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'd like
to try to refresh this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. This is
Is it
it's
bad?
almost everything you're saying is almost cut out. So let's see what happens.
Do I need to move maybe?
Yeah. Wait, maybe there's wait. Let's see.
The speed test.
I think we're good. Maybe. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Did I just go away? We're
Yeah,
still there.
just for a second, but I think we're
Okay.
still.
My
We're
internet's
still
looking hot. Oh, like it's looking good.
okay. Well, it must be my end.
I don't know if it. Yeah, should be good on mine, but that's not guaranteed.
Yeah. Um. Okay. When are you going to shoot a documentary? I'm excited for this one.
A documentary on.
The Amish.
Oh man, I need some more talent. I need some cameras and some editors. Yeah, I guess I could.
Editors. Well,
I never thought of
yeah.
that, honestly. You to come out and be my camera guy. It's
Yeah, I'll do it.
it's hard. Like it's
I,
hard in the community I grew up in. Like I don't like shooting video because there's always the risk of getting caught by somebody I know. So I got to find other
yeah,
communities to sneak around in. You know, and I don't know. Maybe that's not such a bad thing, but it's still like you're invading their lives with cameras, and yeah, it's just kind of hard. It's a kind of a pickle to be in, and I don't want to be caught. Like,
yeah, you
oh,
could hire me to go out and do it.
I might have to.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry. Just so I can. I was thinking if we call each other, we can hear. I may not be able to see you, but I can hear you
Okay.
on there.
You want me to answer?
Yeah, might as well, I guess.
Okay. Well, there's not feedback or anything.
All right, is this working? I don't know if this is going to cause feedback.
Not sure.
I don't know. Hey, why did it work the other time we did a live,
Yeah.
and now this time it doesn't want to work?
I can move to the living room. It might be louder because my wife's cooking. But
Okay.
in the living room, it does say I have 10 megabits upload, which is usually what's good. So.
Okay. Huh. What? Okay.